Hi, I'm Todd Henderson. Today I want to show you how to install the Gator Trifold Pro on this full-size GM pickup. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this is how the cover is going to come out of the box. It's already completely assembled. It's folded up. You've got some straps that are on one end. That end is actually going to face your bulkhead. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this on top of our bed caps facing the bulkhead. We're going to get it nice and centered. We're going to bring the end of the cover right to the edge of the bulkhead. Now before we clamp it down, we want to line the cover. The way we're going to do that is first release the clips and then fold it back towards the tailgate. We're going to do this nice and gently. That way we're not shifting the cover at the front. Once we get it back to the tailgate, we're going to make sure that it's straight, center it a little bit, double check the front if you do have to shift it around, just to make sure nothing came out of alignment. Once it's all lined up, then we can go ahead and fold it back to the front. We're going to reach underneath, and we're going to drop the clamps down. All right, now if you have a hard time rotating the clamp down, you don't want to try to force it. What you want to do is rotate it back up, turn it to the side a little bit, and then rotate it down. Now you're going to see this piece right here is what we call the jaw. The jaw is going to slide with the clamp shaft over to the bed cap, and then we're going to raise that jaw up to the bed cap. We're going to hold that in place, and then we're going to twist the knob. Now once we get this where it's actually contacted in place, we don't want to over tighten it. We're just going to turn it about 3 full turns to get it nice and locked down in place onto the bed cap. If you over tighten it, that's not good for the clamp. So you just want to get it nice and snug. Grab a hold of the bracket, make sure you can't wiggle it back and forth. That way we know the cover is securely on top of the bed caps. Do the same thing on the opposite side. All right, now the cover is locked down the front, the alignment is set in place. We're going to go ahead and fold it back to the tailgate. Now we can go ahead and use the clamps to the tailgate. They're going to work a little differently. Let me show you how they work. All right, we're going to reach up, and again we're going to pull this down from the storage position. We're going to turn it, and we're going to rotate. We're going to slide it over to the bed cap. Now you're going to see you got a little notch in the top of this clamp here, and you've got a slide area inside the bracket. That notch goes into the bracket and slides over. And you're going to see this jaw is way lower than the bed cap. So what we need to do is we need to rotate this whole clamp to raise the orientation of the clamp up, and then try it again. Now the jaw is just barely getting underneath there. Once we've got it there, we're still holding the clamp up into the bracket, and we turn this knob 90 degrees. That causes the jaw to bite down onto the bed cap. Do the same thing to the opposite side. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.